We got a lot of great material to cover today in our class. So I'm really excited about this. All right, let's get started. I want to start out today by reviewing the alphabet. Hope you've been working on that. I also hope that you've been going on and watching some videos of native speakers. Maybe you even checked out a French alphabet song that I mentioned in last episode. But hope you've been really listening and working on that pronunciation. Know you're going to do great with it. Here we go. Let's just review the alphabet, l'alphabet français. And I'm going to put the letters up here, and I'm going to say it, and I want you to say them after me. So, écoutez et répétez. Listen and repeat. Écoutez et répétez. All right, here we go. A, B, B, C, D, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. All right. I know you did a great job with that. Keep working on it. Just run it every once in a while. You're driving in your car. Just turn the radio off and do the French alphabet. It won't hurt anything, will it? All right. Now, last episode, we ended our class time together learning the pronouns. And I hope that you've been learning those pronouns and also where they are on the chart. When you're out speaking and you're trying to come up with a sentence, you can, later on, you're going to be able to think in your head about a verb conjugation, or something that goes with it. And that chart is going to help you put stuff together and put a sentence together, or maybe even a question. It's going to be great. All right, so let's go over those really quick. Let's put our chart up on the screen here. And remember, everything on our left side is singular. Everything on our right side is plural. And when we're looking at the chart, the top one on each side is always our first person. Those involve us personally. So I by myself, and I and other people, we. And then the second blocks or spaces are second person, and then the bottom one on each side, third person. All right, so let's go over these. Remember that E sound is like we said in the alphabet. So J-E, which means I, is je. Now the next one, T-U, remember we're going to push it forward, du. And we've got in the bottom left, 3 together. Why do we have those together? Because you're going to see they use the same stuff. They like to hang out together, use all the same things. And so they're good friends. They're going to stay there together. We've got he is il. And we've got she, which is elle. And then remember this one. Remember, don't say that in at the end. En. Put it in your nose. En. That means one. Just a person in general does something. All right? Over on the right side, starting at the top, we is nous. The next one, remember the word vous. That means you, if I'm talking to you, one person, but I want to show you respect and more respectful. It's a little more respectful than this one, the tu form, if I'm speaking to someone I know or someone I'm familiar with. So vous shows a little bit more respect. And then at the bottom right, we have two words. Both of these mean they. So il means they if I'm talking about boys, males, or females mixed. It can be both. Elle, we only use elle, E-L-L-E-S, when we're only talking about ladies, girls, females, no guys involved there. Then it's elle. All right. So hope you have worked on those. We're going to move in now to continuing our pronunciation, and we're going to start learning some basic greetings. Now, last time together, just as a quick review, we talked about 3 greeting phrases, and we covered a lot of different pronunciation aspects just in those 3. So just a quick review. Remember, good morning is bonjour, bonjour, and remember we said that N, when it's by itself in the middle of the word or at the end of the word, it's going to be in our nose, all right? And otherwise, it sounds like the English N. That we've talked about, and that might be an easier way to think about it. So bon in our nose, bonjour, j for the J, and the R's in the back of our mouth. Bonjour, we kind of breathe that out. And then for good afternoon, bonsoir, bonsoir, N up here. S, same. O-I together sounds like wa, and then the R in the back. So bon, soir, through the back of our mouth. And then we had good evening or good night, 2 N's together. It's not by itself, so it's going to sound like our N. Bonne nuit. Remember that U-I together sounds like oui, and that T at the end, we don't pronounce it. All right. So we've started with some really good greetings. Now let's go into talking to someone about how you're doing. All right, so if I'm talking to you and I ask, how's it going? We're going to use this phrase here. Ça va? Ça va? Now let me tell you a little bit about ça va. First of all, we notice there is a little squiggly accent underneath that C. In French, when we see that little squiggly line underneath the C, that tells us that even though the C is at the beginning of the word, which normally would make it a K sound, even though it's there, it's going to have a S sound like an S, like that kind of C. Okay, so we're going to say, ça va, and that literally means it's going. Now, your response can be several different things. This is a good one. Oui, ça va. Oui, ça va. Yes, it's going. Remember the UI? Oui? I know you know the word oui. You've heard that before. The young people in France like to say ouais. They like to say it like that. But oui, ça va. And you can also say, it's going well. Ça va bien. Ça va bien. Don't say that in. Put it in your nose. Ça va bien. Yeah, it's going well. Ça va bien. And next we have this phrase, which is ça va mal. Ça va mal. That means it's going bad, not going well. All right, so those are a few phrases you can start bringing in. We will get to some others in a few minutes. Now, you want to ask somebody, what's your name? And tell them what your name is. This one, je m'appelle, je m'appelle. Now, je, as you can see, means I. You already know that. Let me tell you what m'appelle means. It means really to call myself. It's a reflexive structure. So I, myself, I call. That M at the beginning implies myself. So je m'appelle. So that's really what you're saying when you say my name is I call myself. And if I want to ask you, what is your name? But I want to use it respectfully. We're going to use vous, because that's respectful. So, comment vous appelez-vous? Comment vous appelez-vous? I want to tell you something about this structure right here. You know, we're going to be throwing in little grammar rules all in what we're doing. So there's so many little things that we can pick up just in context. Now, when we say, comment vous appelez-vous? I know what you might be saying. Wait a minute. You said, comment vous appelez. You said that S, and you told us not to say the S. I did tell you not to say the S. So why am I saying it? Here's the reason. Here's the general rule. that S is followed by a vowel. It's followed by an A. Okay, when that's the case, we're actually going to carry that S into the next word. So that's why we say the S, because it's followed by a vowel. Comment vous appelez-vous? And at the end, we don't say it, do we? So really we're saying, how do you call you yourself? Comment vous appelez-vous? That's kind of a long phrase to say, what's your name? But that's how we do it when we want to show respect to people. Now, if it's someone my age, I feel more comfortable using the informal with that person, I can say this. Comment tu t'appelles? Comment tu t'appelles? Now, you might also see this one flipped around. Comment t'appelles-tu? Comment t'appelles-tu? You can put that tu at the end, you can put it at the beginning. Both of those are actually very acceptable and heard them both ways many times. Okay, so we can now introduce ourselves, ask a name, and say our name. All right, let's get into just a few various phrases that we can just start bringing in, easy phrases. Excuse me. I know you've heard this. Don't say the N at the end. Pardon. Pardon. That means excuse me. Now, if we want to say please, there are two ways we can say please. First of all, s'il vous plaît. S'il vous plaît. All right. Now, at the beginning, let's talk about S apostrophe I-L. If it, you pleases is really what we're saying. And the reason that S apostrophe is there is because we have the word si, which would be if in French, and it's followed again, it's si, S-I, and then it has another I after it. And when we have that same vowel right after each other, we're going to take away that first one. And so, si il vous plaît is what you're kind of saying, if it you pleases. But because there's two I's together, we take that first one and we put them together with an apostrophe. S'il vous plaît. Now you're going to see more of that later on, especially when we get into the verb avoir, which means to have. You'll see us do that again later. So just hang on. That'll make more sense later. All right, so s'il vous plaît means please. And again, that's a nice form, respectful form, because it's using vous. If I'm more comfortable with the person, here's what we can say. S'il te plaît. S'il te plaît. That's the informal version, as you can imagine. All right. Now, we're talking to someone. Nice to meet you. There's a few different ways to say it, depending on how formal you want to be. Here's a good phrase. Ravi de faire votre connaissance. Ravi de faire votre connaissance. That means nice to make. Faire means make. Votre, your connaissance, acquaintance, to know you. You might have heard me say at the beginning of today's episode, Je suis votre professeur de français. I am your teacher of French. Votre, your. Now, we use that for your when we want to show respect. Now, here's another one. Nice to meet you. Enchanté de faire votre connaissance. I know you've heard people say enchanté. It's actually used in French, comes straight from French. Enchanté de faire votre connaissance. That's a good way to say nice to meet you. All right, let's go into a few more random phrases that we can bring in. First of all, this one, I know you've heard this. Merci, merci. R in the back, merci, thank you. You might also say merci beaucoup, which means thank you very much. Also, de rien, which means you're welcome. Here's another way to say you're welcome. Je vous en prie. Now, if you want to say excuse me to someone, excusez-moi. I know you've heard us say that before in English, right? And I am sorry. I want to apologize. Je suis désolé. That's a way to say, I am sorry, I regret it. So, and here's one we use all the time in English. Après vous, after you. That's a good one. Now, let's talk about goodbye. this is a fun phrase because it's I'm going to go ahead and put that up. It's AU, and then it's REVOIR. Now, sometimes people have a little issue with this. They want to say au revoir, but it's and then that R is in the back, so it's revoir, and it runs together a lot of times. You hear sometimes people say au revoir, and I've heard some people say au revoir. It kind of runs together, so you'll hear it both ways. All right, see you later. À plus tard. À plus tard. Another way to say see you later or see you in a while. À tout à l'heure. À tout à l'heure. And another way to say see you soon, see you in a while. À tout de suite. À tout de suite. See you tomorrow. À demain. À demain. So remember demain, and then the N up here in our nose. Okay? More random phrases coming up for you. This is bon courage. Bon courage. You look at it and you say, oh, it means good courage. And it does. This can be used in a way that says, keep at it, keep going, keep diligent. This one, good luck. 2 N's, bonne chance. Bonne chance. Good luck. It looks like good chance, but it means good luck. This one is bonne route. Bonne route. I bet you can guess what this means. Have a good trip. Bonne route. And bonnes vacances. Bonnes vacances, which means have a good vacation, good trip. I know you've heard this one people said in English. People use this a lot. Bon voyage. Bon voyage. Have a good trip, good voyage. And when you're getting ready to eat, you'll hear this a lot in France. Bon appétit. Bon appétit. Don't say the T at the end, but now notice, there's that single N at the end of bon, B-O-N. It's a single N, and that's at the end. So why did I say bon appétit? Why did I say the N that time? You might have already guessed it. It's followed by a vowel. So bon appétit. Because it's got that vowel after it, carry it over. Okay. And this one, a lot of times is used as cheers, santé. Santé, and that means health. All right, now here's some seasonal random phrases for you, and we're going to get into some more serious stuff in a moment. Some seasonal fun phrases. Joyeux Noël. Joyeux Noël. I bet you can guess what that means. Merry Christmas. And Happy New Year. Bonne année. Bonne année. You simply say good year. Now, this one, you think this means happy anniversary. Bon anniversaire. It means happy birthday because your anniversaire is your birthday. You can also say joyeux anniversaire. Joyeux anniversaire. All right. Now, we have covered a lot of greetings, and I want to get into some other things really quick. I want to give you a verb that's going to really be used a whole lot in French, and that's the verb être. Être. Notice it has a little housetop accent on the top of that E. Être means to be. Now think about, friends, how often do we say to be, or is, or am, or are in English? You're talking constantly all day, every day, all day long, right? So imagine how beneficial this verb is going to be for you to know. It's going to really open up a lot of good stuff for you. All right, so the verb être. Now, let's put our chart up here. There it is. Now, I'm going to put the verbs in their places where they go on the chart, and then we're going to make some connections. All right, so open the top left up here. We're going to put suis. Suis. Now, that's spelled S-U-I-S. Oui, because it's U-I, and at the end, S. Don't say it. Suis. Now, let's put this together. The chart. We've already got it in our heads. We've got it imprinted, got it memorized, it's stored. And what is on the top left of the chart when it comes to pronouns? Je. Je is up here on the chart. So anything that goes with je or goes with myself is going to be up on the top left of the chart. So all we have to do is kind of put them together in our heads. So if we want to say, I am, je suis. Je suis. Hope that makes sense. So the chart really is a good organizer for us. All right, now in the second little box down here, or space, we're going to put es. E. All right, so I'm talking to you and I want to say you are. Tu es. Tu es. Because tu is right there on the middle left. E is on the middle left. So those go together. Tu es. You are. Now down the bottom left, I told you il, elle, and on, they all hang out together because they use the same stuff, right? Well, this is going to make sense now. They all use the same word. This one, E-S-T. And you're going, it sounds just like the one above it. E-S. It sure does. And why? Because we don't say the T at the end. E. Now, we don't say the S up here on the tu form because it's a consonant at the end. E. Now we got E-S-T, so it just flows in. E. It's the same thing. So if I want to say, he is, il est. She is, elle est. And one is, a person in general is, on est. On est. If I'm saying it in a sentence, on est, I'm going to carry that N over because it's followed by a vowel. On est. All right. Now let's go to the plural side. How do we say we are? Watch this. Nous sommes. Nous sommes. S-O-M-M-E-S. Nous is up there. Some is up there. So that means we are. You are. I'm speaking to you respectfully or I'm speaking to a group. Vous êtes. Et. E-T-E-S. And again, we've got the accent on top of the first E. Vous êtes. On the bottom, again, these guys hang out together because they use the same stuff. They, the two forms of they, the first one's going to be ils sont, don't say the N, in the nose up there, and elles sont, elles sont. Ils sont and elles sont. All right, now this is going to get exciting because we get to start putting some sentences together now, all right? So, I am from Greece. Here's a full sentence for you. Je suis de Grèce. Je suis de Grèce. I'm from Greece. Now, you probably picked up that the de means from or of, and you're going to see it a little bit different in this next sentence. Don't worry, we're going to explain why that is. You're probably smart enough to figure it out before I tell you, but don't worry if you don't. We'll get to it. I'm from the United States. Je suis des États-Unis. Je suis des États-Unis. I am from the United States. Now, the reason de has an E-S on it now is because États-Unis, United States, is plural. But we're going to talk more about that later. Don't worry. I'm from Germany. And Germany is completely different in French. Je suis d'Allemagne. Je suis d'Allemagne. Now, notice this. D, apostrophe now. This is going back to something we talked about just a little while ago. It's de, and it's followed by a vowel, so that is going to break off. That E is on de, is going to break off. It's going to become an apostrophe. D'Allemagne. All right, we'll be talking about that more. We'll see it plenty more times, like in this next sentence here. De breaks off, followed by a vowel, becomes D apostrophe. D'où êtes-vous? D'où êtes-vous? We're saying de and où, which means where are you? From where are you? D'où êtes-vous? Okay, so I ask you, d'où êtes-vous? Where are you from? Again, another response here. Je suis des Pays-Bas. Je suis des Pays-Bas. Now, I wonder if you can guess what country Pays-Bas is. Pays means country, and bas means low. I am from the low countries, or the lowlands. You have any ideas? It's the Netherlands. That's the way we say the Netherlands, or Holland in French. All right. So there are a couple of phrases for you to be rolling around. I want you to be working on those. Let's just kind of go back over those really quick. the forms of to be and just pronounce where you're from and all that one more time before we go today. So the verb être means to be. Just try to say that, put that R in the back. Être, être. All right, and repeat these after me. Je suis, je suis. You are, tu es, tu es. He is, il est, il est. She is, elle est, elle est. One is, in general, on est, on est. And we are, nous sommes, nous sommes. You are, plural or respectfully to one person. Vous êtes, vous êtes. They are, ils sont, or elles sont. One more time, ils sont, elles sont. All right, really quick, just putting these in the context, pronounce this after me. Je suis de Grèce. Je suis de Grèce. I'm from the United States. Je suis des États-Unis. Des États-Unis. Now put the whole thing together. Je suis des États-Unis. Awesome. All right. I'm from Germany. Je suis d'Allemagne. Je suis d'Allemagne. Where are you from? D'où êtes-vous? D'où êtes-vous? And I'm from the Netherlands. Je suis des Pays-Bas. Je suis des Pays-Bas. All right, friends. Gonna have to cut it off there, but listen, you be working on the verb être and the je suis and tu es. Bring that into your conversation. I'm excited to see you next time on Parlons Francais.